So exercise 1, all we're going to do is bring our toes up and then push our toes away from our body. Do this for 6 reps. So the next one is we're going to invert and evert the foot. So all we're going to do is bring the heels in towards each other and then try and push the heels away on the outside. Next, we're going to raise our legs off the floor and we're going to go and do foot circles, 6 in either direction. And the reason we do it with our legs off the floor is just to bring in that core. So next we're going to bring our heels to our bum, going to hold it there for 2 seconds and then bring the foot back out. Here again, we're just trying to hold and stretch the hamstrings and glutes in this one. So from here, what we're going to do is move into hip mobility. And as you can see here, we've just got our legs with our knees brought up to 90, and then we're just going to try and touch the inside knee to the floor as well as the outside, and then just make sure we're keeping a nice long neutral spine during this exercise. The key with this one is just to take your time and not rush. Next we're moving into some lat and hip stretches. All we're going to do is put our heels of our hands out in front of us, bring our knees wide apart, and then we're just going to ease and sink our bum down into the stretch, so we're feeling a nice stretch in the groin and lats. From here we're going to move into some cat camels, so hands are on the ground, arms are at 90 degrees to the body. All we're going to do is take a deep breath in and push our belly button towards our back. Then breathe out and try and extend the upper back and then bring the neck up, and you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together during this one. Again, take your time, there's no rush in this one, it's a slow controlled movement. So next we're going to move on to some shoulder capsule stretches, and all we're going to do is lie on the floor, bring our bicep and touch the floor, and then all we're going to do is basically try and stretch the chest, and we're going to bring the opposite foot back just to increase that stretch. Again, we're going to hit 6 reps on both sides here, just to show you from the other side. All in all, we're trying to, we're not trying to overstretch in any way on this one either. Just make sure your shoulder, bicep and forearm stay on the floor during this exercise as well. From here, all we're going to do now is feed the arm through where we're lying on the back of the shoulder, and here we're just stretching the rear delts, and we're just going to hold that for around about 6 breaths. On the setup, make sure your elbows are both touching each other just to increase that stretch. Moving on to some wrist work now. Again, we're going to come down onto all fours, arms are at 90 degrees, and then all we're going to do is push up with our fingertips for 6 reps, good quality reps, squeezing the fingers, squeezing the forearms, getting a good burn on there. Next up, we're going to work on some shoulder internal external rotations, and all we're going to do here is try and bring our elbows in to touch each other and then push our elbows away from our body. Again, making sure the hands are driven into the mat and the shoulders are nice and tight whilst doing this. So next up, we're going to work on some forearm stretches. All we're going to do is put the roof of our hand down on the mat, then basically touch with the other hand and then just lean over to stretch that forearm out. Again, 6 reps again, making sure you don't overexert yourself. The final couple of exercises now, all we're going to do is come onto our knees and we're just going to bring our head up and feel the stretch in the front of the neck, and then bring our head down so our chin touches our chest. Just going to go 6 reps here again. Then once we finish this exercise, all we're going to do is do ears to shoulders. Point to note on this one, if you imagine a balloon tied to your head and someone's pulling the string, so your neck wants to be back and then you want to move from side to side. Then the final part, again, all we're going to do is look from side to side, feeling that stretch in the back of the neck, holding it for a 2-second count.